Welcome to the Shreveport Connection with Tommy. This video is on your Raw results and spoilers for this week and next week, December 17th and the 24th Christmas Eve episode. Happy birthdays go to Junkyard Dog. He was born December 13th, 1952. Michael Elgin, December 13th, 1986. Eric Young, he was born December 15th, 1979. And December 16th, Luke Harper, 1979. Billie Kay may have suffered some sort of head injury at Saturday's live event from Oakland, California. Kay and Peyton Royce were wrestling Naomi and Lana when Kay rolled out of the ring following a blow to the head from Lana. The referee then threw up their dreaded X symbol, and trainers came from the back to check on Kay. Royce looked on as Kay received medical attention at ringside. Kay walked out on her own with Royce, but a trainer did walk with her to the back, as seen in this photo link. And Kay has not tweeted since the live event. And as soon as I found out more results on that, on her status, I'll give you the clearances and what have you. Also, WWE posted this throwback clip of Eric Young and Raw Tag Team Champion Bobby Roode teaming up to face the FBI as enhancement talents on WWE Velocity in 2003. My proof that Bobby Roode was in WWE back in the day. Also on Sunday Night Heat, as he spelled his name R-U-U-D on those episodes, and that link for you. New Day placing their superslam order in the next this video group serving breakfast to the troops. That's your spoiler for the troop day of recordings, and Thursday being tomorrow night, recording this on Wednesday night episode. The Usos and Naomi are at Levi Stadium in San Francisco on Sunday from the NFL game against the Seattle Seahawks. They are with at this link with Earl Mitchell, who will be wearing his connoisseur cleats during the game. WWE Scott Stafford will interview Paul Heyman on PIX 11 in New York City at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Wednesday night. They will be giving away tickets to WrestleMania 35. Heyman tweeted the following on the appearance at Heyman Hustle. Hashtag exclusive, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Wednesday, December 19th. Live on hashtag Facebook Watch. Who wants to go to at WWE at WrestleMania? And I promise you won't have to put up with at Scott Stanford 1 in person. And you go to that link, facebook.com/Pix11 News. Also, posted on Twitter at Pix11 News. We're so excited to have that Heyman Hustle. Join us on Facebook Live at 7 p.m. At PIX11 News with at Scott Stanford 1. We'll be giving away a pair of hashtag WrestleMania tickets to join us on Facebook page at facebook.com/Pix11 News. After teasing a big announcement yesterday, current IWGP Intercontinental Champion Chris Jericho revealed on social media that he will be holding another Chris Jericho cruise, Y2J's latest Rockin' Rager Boat Tour, which featured superstars from Ring of Honor and Impact Wrestling, as well as a first-time ever matchup between the Alpha Club, Jericho and the Young Bucks, and the Bullet Club. Was considered a great success, selling out and later streaming on Fight. Full announcement below. I want to thank all of you who were part of Jericho's Rockin' Wrestling Rager at Sea. We made history. We sold it out for the inaugural voyage for the first time ever. Wrestling in the middle of the ocean. We had live comedy, live rock and roll, podcasts. All of you said it was the best vacation of your life. Well, I got some news for you. Chris Jericho's Rockin' Wrestling Rager at Sea Part 2. Second wave is happening. Yes, we did it. We're going to make it happen. All the details, who, what, where, when, and how, coming in January. In the meantime, sign up now at ChrisJerichoCruise.com for the mailing list. Get all the information. It's happening. I can't believe. I'm so excited. At Jericho _ Cruise, a little Christmas treat for I Am Jericho. Who's ready for round two? Hashtag Jericho Cruise at this link, ChrisJerichoCruise.com. Also, with the Twitter link. WWE announced on tonight's Raw that Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn will be returning to the Red brand soon. Owens has been out of action since undergoing double knee surgery back in October. Sami underwent double shoulder surgery and has been out of action since June. Sami and Owens were involved in a storyline together before Sami was put on the shelf. Sami took to Twitter and commented on his return, indicating a possible babyface run. He wrote, "During this time off, I've been working on becoming a better person and letting go of a lot of toxic elements that come with egotism and ambition. But I just watched that teaser for my return on hashtag Raw and remembered how good I am at pro wrestling. I actually forgot how great I am. There's no word yet on when Sami and Owens will return, but I'll keep you posted." And here are the tweets from Sami at Sami Zayn. "During this time off, I've been working on becoming a better person and letting go of a lot of toxic elements that come with egotism and ambition. But I just watched the teaser for my return on hashtag Raw and remembered how good I am at pro wrestling. I actually forgot how great I am." Johnny Impact was recently interviewed by Wrestling Inc. What are the dirt sheets that I go to for most of my wrestling news and results. During the interview, he was asked about Joey Mercury's recent arrest. Johnny revealed that he had spoken to him recently and gave an update on his Ring of Honor status. And here are the highlights at this link. Johnny on false allegations against Mercury and Mercury being reinstated by Ring of Honor. "It's funny that you mentioned Joey because I actually hadn't talked to him in a little bit until this morning. And I texted back and forth with Mercury and had a brief conversation with him. And he's being extremely well right now. He was wrongly accused of some alleged crimes out in the parking lot at All In and was transported to jail in a prison in Florida. And basically, all that, the whole ordeal he went through, was all proven wrong. False allegations. They were looking for somebody who wasn't Joey for the crime that he was accused of, as he was out of the country while it was being committed. And he has been reinstated by Ring of Honor and is doing really well right now. Actually, just talking about him is making me smile because he's one of the smartest guys in the business. But maybe the smartest guys in terms of wrestling psychology and ideas I've ever met and worked with. And I got to work with him at an early point in my career and now get to consider him a friend means the world to me. And he went through some really hard times recently, and he just came out the other side of a better person. And he's in a really good spot. Impact added, "I just talked to him this morning, and I don't even know if we should be talking about it or if it's public knowledge. But I'm excited about it, though." On the latest episode of Being the Elite, entitled Leaving the Territory, the Young Bucks affirmed that they are not signing with WWE. The episode opens with Matt Jackson deciding if he should sign with H, being Triple H, while his brother Nick tells him that they'll be okay. Cody Rhodes later reinstates this idea and states that they'll be sticking together as a group. A flashback sequence occurs with H reading a letter between the written by the Young Bucks. It reads as follows: "Although this was a difficult decision, we watched an episode of Raw and saw what you guys did to the tag team division. I know in this business that the saying goes, never say never, but for now, we wish you the best in your future endeavors." The current rumored plan for Rhodes and the Bucks is to launch the now trademarked All Elite Wrestling with Jacksonville Jaguars co-owner Tony Khan. Rhodes himself has teased a major announcement coming for 2019 in January. I'll keep you updated in the meantime. The latest BTE episode is at this link for your viewing pleasure. See for yourself. You don't believe me? Go to the video. Well, this next information of a video of what happened at WWE TLC that went off the air with Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch. As noted, the TLC Triple Threat main event saw Asuka win to capture the SmackDown Women's title from Lynch, thanks to an interference with Raw Women's Champion Ronda Rousey. After the match, at this link, Becky walked around the ring and Charlotte's music hit as she headed to the back. After Charlotte left, Becky's music hit and she went backstage while saying that she will be back. A coming soon promo for the NXT superstars Lars Sullivan, EC3, Heavy Machinery, Lacey Evans, and Nikki Cross that appeared on Raw can be seen at this link. And it was also on SmackDown as well. But stay tuned for that. The dark match before Raw saw the Raw at the Golden One Center in Sacramento, California, saw Zack Ryder defeat Mojo Rawley. Unless they taped WWE main event matches later, but I did not find any results for that. So the last 2 weeks of 2018 will be just highlights of the year. Raw opened up from the Golden One Center in Sacramento, California, as Michael Coleslaw welcomes us to the show. Joined him by Renee Young. We go right to the ring. Chairman Vince McMahon makes his way out to a pop. JoJo does introductions. Vince takes the mic and jokes that he doesn't want to hear any boos. Fans boo. Vince then says everyone is wondering what's happening with Raw and why he's here. He says Raw has been on for 25 years and they change with the times. Vince says despite one man's creativity and vision, he can't do it all by himself any longer. That's for sure. Fans are being given the what treatment. Vince says he can do it without the fans though. And they boo again. Vince introduces Raw Commissioner Stephanie McMahon. Out she comes. Coleslaw says Corey Graves will join them later on in commentary. Fans boo Stephanie. Vince introduces Triple H next, and out he comes to a pop. Vince and Stephanie both hugged Vince as they entered. Vince introduced SmackDown Commissioner Shane McMahon next, and here he comes. The stage is decorated for Christmas. Shane also hugs his father. Stephanie admits that they haven't been doing a very good job lately, and that's why they are here tonight. They haven't been doing the one thing their father taught them. Listen to the audience. She says that they have let middle managers air their grievances, and that has suffocated the superstars, but that ends tonight. The fresh start begins tonight. Triple H says the days of absent management are over, and as of now, the four of them will be taking back Monday Night Raw. And Shane says that also goes for SmackDown as well, because the four of them are responsible for making sure fans have the best possible experience there is. Stephanie says that they're going to empower the superstars and empower the fans. Triple H says, more importantly, they will give them, the fans, what they want. Triple H says, we will be seeing new faces, new superstars, new matches, and as of now, fans are the authority. Vince says as long as they give the fans what they want, instead of more than what we don't want, WWE will always be then, now, and forever. Vince's No Chance music hits, back up, and McMahon family talk among themselves. Fans boo as the music interrupts, and out comes constipated Constable Baron Corbin, as he's just a regular wrestler now. Corbin addresses Vince and says no one wants a fresh start more than he does. Fans boo louder at Corbin. Stephanie says she's not sure if Corbin can hear them, but they're booing him loudly. Corbin says he's excited that the entire McMahon family will be running Raw, but there's one word that they have to mention. Fair. And what happened to him at WWE TLC was not fair. Corbin says they need to talk. Just a simple conversation. We go to commercial as the fans boo continue. Back for the break, Corbin is still in the ring. He says the boos don't matter because it's Sacramento. Corbin asks if they're finished, but the boos continue. Triple H says it's hard for Corbin to speak if they keep doing that. They boo that. Corbin asks how he's supposed to explain himself if they keep on. They boo again. Triple H asks him to stop as Corbin can speak. They boo again. Corbin asks Stephanie to ask him to stop. She says Vince is getting a little old and hard of hearing, which was just set up for more loud boos. Shane also gets him to boo Corbin again. Corbin goes to speak, but the boos continue. Fans chant, "You suck" at Corbin. Vince reminds Corbin he has a mic, not the fans. Corbin says what has happened is not his fault. He addresses TLC and says Braun Strowman was not supposed to be there. Corbin says he wasn't prepared, especially for the different superstars Strowman brought with him. Corbin asks if fans think that was fair, and they pop. Then they do the yes chant. Triple H is going to help Corbin out because he's unpredictable. He says Corbin wants them to reconsider him as general manager of Raw. He says yes, and he feels like they will right the wrong. Corbin says he would still be a GM if it weren't for Apollo Crews, WWE Hall of Famer Kurt Angle, Heath Slater, Finn Balor, and Raw Tag Team Champions Chad Gable and Bobby Roode. He asks if they will ever turn the decision and says to just imagine what they can all do together. Shane says that's a negative from him. Triple H agrees. Stephanie says there's no chance in hell at that happening. Vince says there might be a way. The McMahon's talking over again. Triple H says maybe they have a way for Corbin to become GM again. Maybe there's a way for this to all go away. Fans boo. Corbin says all he needs is a chance. Triple H says they should give Corbin that chance. More boos. Triple H says if Corbin can win his match tonight, right now, then he can become the permanent general manager of Raw. All he has to do is beat this man. Music hits, out comes Angle. 4-on-1, no DQ handicap match. Kurt Angle, Chad Gable, Bobby Roode, and Apollo Crews and versus Constable Corbin. The McMahon takes the ring, and as Kurt Angle gets ready for a match, Baron Corbin looks at Angle. Stephanie stops on the ramp, says there's a special referee for this match. Out comes Heath Slater to a pop, as this is probably his last match as a referee. Bell rings and they go at it. Angle gets the upper hand in the corner first, unloads. Corbin misses a charge in the corner, and Angle puts him down with a suplex for a pop. Corbin goes to the floor for a breather, back to commercial. Back to the ring, Triple H comes out. As the match continues, Triple H forgot to announce that this is also a handicap match. Out comes Apollo Crews with Raw Tag Team Champions Bobby Roode and Chad Gable. Corbin meets them on the ramp, but they beat him down. They toss Corbin back in the ring, and Angle hits him with 2 German suplexes. Gable tags in next and hits a German. Roode tags in and they continue the attack. Apollo Crews tags in and drops Corbin with a kick. Corbin tries to leave through the crowd, but they go after him. As Angle watches from the ring, they bring Corbin back in and surround him. Slater turns his back and fixes the top turnbuckle as they all stomp away on Corbin. Shane comes back to the stage and says he forgot to announce that this is a no DQ match. They all grab steel chairs and take turns beating on Corbin. Fan chant for tables. The superstars take turns hitting more moves on Corbin. It ends with Angle hitting an Angle slam on Corbin for the win. After the match, Angle's music hits, and the winners bring tables into the ring as fans pop. Angle drives Corbin through the table with another Angle slam. Angle's music starts back up as Slater raises their arms in victory. Still to come, segment, Ronda Rousey will be here. Also Dean Ambrose. Also Dolph Ziggler versus Finn Balor. Back to commercial. Back to the break. Announcers lead us to a video package of John Cena accepting the Sports Illustrated Muhammad Ali Legacy Award from last week. Finn Balor versus Dolph Ziggler was up next. We go to the ring. Out first comes Finn Balor. We'll see a backstage segment at TLC that led to the match. Dolph Ziggler was out next. They lock up and go at it. Ziggler takes it to the ropes and backs off, but shoves Balor. They lock up again, and Ziggler takes Balor down. They go back and forth for a stalemate. Balor gets the upper hand. Now, and nails a drop kick for a pop. Ziggler goes to the floor for a breather as we go to commercial. Back from the break, Balor nails a basement drop kick. We see how Ziggler hit a big drop kick during the commercial break. Ziggler looks to mount offense now, but Balor cuts him off. Balor with a double stomp to the chest for a pop from the crowd. Ziggler blocks a sling blade and rolls Balor up for a 2 count. Balor then dodges a famouser and drops Ziggler for a 2 count. Ziggler comes right back and drops Balor with a DDT. More back and forth. Ziggler nails a zigzag for a 2 count. Ziggler cranks up for a super kick, but Drew McIntyre runs out. Ziggler goes to the floor and brawls with McIntyre. Balor runs the ropes and nails a big dive onto McIntyre on the floor. Ziggler rocks Balor and brings it back to the ring. Ziggler with a famouser for a 2 count. Drew ends up coming back in and nailing Balor for this DQ finish. But after the bell, Drew rocks Balor again. Ziggler comes over, but Drew beats him down and unloads. Drew with a Claymore kick to the face of Ziggler. McIntyre goes to the floor and nails a Claymore on Balor. We see Dean Ambrose walking backstage to the ring. Back to commercial. Back from the break, out comes new Intercontinental Champion, Dean Ambrose. He's accompanied by his security team wearing gas masks. I wonder if somebody's going to be in one of those masks. Just wait and see. Just my prediction. Ambrose directs them to surround the ring. Ambrose starts ripping into the fans and saying that they should respect him. Ambrose says what he said would happen at TLC happened. Seth Rollins lost control and choked in the fourth quarter. Ambrose says he doesn't need anything from the fans because he has this. He raises the Intercontinental title belt. He says this is nothing because when he's done with Rollins, Rollins will have nothing left. He's going to take Rollins' career and the fake good guy reputations he has and throw it in the gutter where it belongs. Ambrose calls Rollins to the ring to tell him to his face that Ambrose was right and he was wrong. Fan chant, burn it down. That's what Ambrose tries to talk Rollins into coming out. Ambrose wonders if an open challenge will work, but not for the title tonight, just for Rollins to take out his frustration on Ambrose. Ambrose keeps running Rollins down on the mic, but Rollins isn't coming out. Ambrose has a new idea since Rollins doesn't have the guts to come out. Ambrose is going to take a page out of Rollins' playbook and issue an open challenge for the title to anyone in the back except for Rollins. Music hits, and out comes Tyler Breeze to accept the challenge. So we got Tyler Breeze versus Dean Ambrose. Bell rings and they go at it. Tyler Breeze takes Dean Ambrose to the corner and works him over. Breeze keeps on going and sends Ambrose out to the floor against the barrier. Breeze stands tall in the ring as we go to commercial. Back from the break, Ambrose is stomping on Breeze in the ring. Ambrose keeps Breeze grounded. Ambrose with more offense for a 2 count. Ambrose then takes Breeze back down and keeps him grounded. Breeze finally catches Ambrose and drops him. Breeze with a close 2 count. Ambrose misses in the corner and Breeze rolls him up for another 2 count. Breeze then nails the beauty shot, but he doesn't make the pin. Breeze goes to the top and nails the crossbody for a close 2 count. Breeze with a super kick for another pin attempt. Breeze goes for the unprettier, but Ambrose counters and hits Dirty Deeds for the pin to retain. After the match, Ambrose raises the title as his music hits. We go to replays. Ambrose takes the mic and says, "We just saw a performance by an Intercontinental Champion with integrity, unlike Seth Rollins." Rollins' music suddenly hits as the fans pop. Ambrose directs his guards to get ready, and they face the stage. One of the guards enters the ring and attacks Ambrose from behind, laying him out, and he reveals himself as Seth Rollins. Other guards enter the ring, but Rollins fights him off as Ambrose retreats to the stage with his title. Rollins then looks on from the ring. Ending segment. Shane McMahon's backstage with Charlie Caruso, asking what the fresh start means. Shane says we will see more new faces on Raw and SmackDown, and opportunities will come knocking. Shane says he has some tough decisions ahead. Drake Maverick interrupts with Austin's pain. Shane says he's well aware of them. Drake goes on about how a common wrestler had the Raw Tag Team titles stolen from them. Drake mentions their mandatory rematch clause. Shane says the whole mandatory rematch thing is antiquated, especially since Baron Corbin handed them their shot in the first place. Shane says they have an opportunity in mind for AOP. They will face the B Team, the Revival, and Lucha House Party in a fatal 4-way dance tonight. The winners will earn a future title shot at Bobby Roode and Chad Gable's championship. A common wrestler walk off, not happy. Shuttle comes second. A look at new faces video. You can go to that link that I posted earlier. From NXT, EC3, Lacey Evans, Heavy Machinery, Nikki Cross, that was just recently in TNA, or Impact Wrestling, and Laura Sullivan. Back to commercial. Back from the break, and we get a coming soon promo from Laura Sullivan, EC3, Lacey Evans, Nikki Cross, and Tucker Knight, and Otis Dozovic of Heavy Machinery. We go to the ring. Bobby Lashley is out with Leo Rush. They're sitting under a spotlight with a guitar, stealing Elias's spotlight entrance. Rush starts running Elias down and says Lashley is here tonight Tonight, for a true performance, Rush asks everyone to silence their cell phones, hold their applause, and shut their mouths. Fans boo. Rush goes on and introduces Lashley's favorite pose. Elias suddenly appears as JoJo introduces him. There was actually like 4 poses. Elias ends up breaking a guitar over Lashley, and then Elias hits the ramp and talks trash at the ring as Lashley looks on with Rush. We get a replay as Elias' music hits. And we see Lucha House Party backstage heading to the ring with their pinatas. Back commercial. Now back from the ring, we see a returning soon promo for Sami Zayn, who has been out after undergoing double shoulder surgery. Number 1 contenders fatal 4-way. Authors of Pain versus Revival versus B-Team versus Lucha House Party. And no Lucha House rules anymore. Back from the break, out comes 205 Live General Manager Drake Maverick with Austin Payne, a common wrestler. B-Team's Curtis Axel, Bo Dallas were out next. And then Revival, Scott Dawson, Dash Wilder, and then the Lucha House Party out next. Calypso and Liz Dorado with Grand Metallic. The winners earn a future title shot from Raw Tag Team Champions Gable and Rude. Calypso and Let's get the upper hand on the B-Team early on. Dawson comes in and beats Calypso down. Dawson works Calypso around the ring. Dawson mocks the luchadors now. Dawson with a snap suplex and an elbow drop to Calypso. Dash tags in for a double team on Calypso, but he counters and drops them with a DDT at the same time. Lance and Calypso double team Wilder now for a close 2 count. This is not tornado tag, so the teams have to tag themselves in. Akam tags in, but Lance drop kicks him back. Razor tags in, and they turn it around. AOP double team Lance in their corner, and they dominate him. We'll go to commercial. Back to the break, Wilder has a gory special on Lance. Axel comes in, and Lance takes him out. Calypso comes in and unloads on Axel. Then Dallas. Metallic continues with the noisemaker at ringside. That's a New Year's Eve big party thing that rattles. Type thing. Dawson tags in as Calypso gets sent to the floor. Bo and Dawson go at it. Dallas runs Dawson over. Dallas with a slingshot suplex for a close 2 count. The finish sees the Revival hit the Shatter Machine on Dallas for the pin and a future title shot. New number 1 contender is the Revival. After the match, Dawson and Dash stand tall as the music hits. Seth Rollins backstage with Charlie Caruso. Rollins says last night at WWE TLC was a disaster. Personally and professionally, he let Dean Ambrose get in his head. Rollins says he heard the crowd last night, and that's on him. He owns that, and he has to move forward. Rollins was referring to the boring chant and the negative crowd reactions. Rollins goes on and says this is his life. It's everything he loves. But it's gone off the rails, and now it's time to right the ship. That starts with Ambrose. Baron Corbin appears. Corbin says Rollins is to blame for everything. What happened to him at TLC, the McMahon family returning, and more. Corbin says what Ambrose said about Rollins was right. Corbin runs his mouth some more and pokes at Rollins losing the Intercontinental title until Rollins drops him with a shot to the face. Rollins walks off. And not to show us a replay of tonight's opening segment with the McMahon family. So to come segment, Raw Women's Champion Ronda Rousey was here. Back for the break, out comes Raw Women's Champion Ronda Rousey. Roundy mentions Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, and new SmackDown Women's Champion Asuka, and says she didn't come out here to justify her actions at TLC. Rousey says she came out here to talk about what a real champion is. She goes on about what it means to be a real champion, but fans aren't responding that great to it. Fans aren't chanting Becky now. Rousey wants to start a new tradition of the champion showing up the night after pay-per-view to defend in an open challenge. Cameras cut backstage with several female superstars arguing with the bosses about who should get the title shot. Stephanie McMahon snaps at them, telling them to come with her. Stephanie leads them to the stage as Rousey looks on. Alicia Fox, Natalya, Dana Brooke, Mickie James, Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, Sarah Logan, Ember Moon, Bayley, and Sasha were all out. Stephanie says they all want a title shot, and they're all deserving. Stephanie says she's no longer playing favorites, so she gives these 8 superstars a chance to earn a shot. Stephanie says Rousey will defend against the winner of a gauntlet match. That begins now. She sends Alicia Fox to the ring first. Bayley was out next for your first 2 opponents. The bell rings and they go at it. Alicia gets the upper hand in the corner, takes Bayley down. Other superstars watch for the stage. Bailey turns around and slams Fox for a 2 count. Fox scrambles to the floor to regroup as we go to commercial. Back and forth after the break. Fox with some mind games and taunting. Bailey turns it around, but Fox drops her in the corner for a 2 count. Fox slaps Bailey around in the corner. Fox charges, but Bailey catches her and drops her face first into her turnbuckle. Bailey misses a move and then lands bad on her knee. Fox with a big boot to the face for a 2 count, but Bailey rolls her up for the pin, and Fox has been eliminated. Now she pulled her all the way. Dana Brooks' music hit, and she's out next. We get an enziguri and a back elbow in the corner. Brooke covers for a 2 count. Dana pounds on Bailey and talks about getting an opportunity. Dana keeps Bailey down in the body decision now. Bailey turns around into a 2 count. Coleslaw confirms that Rousey will defend her title on next Monday's Christmas Eve Raw. Dana with a chop block to the knee. Brooke works over the knee and beats Bailey around some more. Dana gets a 2 count. Dana keeps Bailey grounded. Now in the middle of the ring. Brooke goes for a more pin attempt, but Bailey keeps kicking out. Brooke stops away in the corner as the referee counts. Dana with some trash talking, but Bailey responds with a Bailey to belly. Suplex for the pin. Brooke has been eliminated. We go to commercial. Bailey's recovering. Back for the break. They air a returning soon promo for Kevin Owens. We go back to the ring, and Mickie James is going at it with Bailey. Mickie with a neck breaker for a 2 count. We see Rousey watching the match from backstage. Bailey turns around, covers her for a close 2 count on Mickie. Mickie with kicks to stagger Bailey. Bailey ducks a clothesline and rolls Mickie up for a 2 count. Mickie stabs Bailey and kips up for a quick pop. Mickie goes to the top and hits the Thesz press for a 2 count. Bailey with a quick pin attempt of her own. Mickie with a 2 count and then a drop kick to the face. Bailey kicks out again. Bailey counters the move and hits back suplex for a 2 count. Some fan chant for Bailey. Bailey catches the baseball slide from the floor and connects with a knee from the floor while Mickie is down on the apron. Bailey tries to come over the top rope, but her knee goes out and she slips. Bailey still managed to hit a crossbody, but the knee is giving her trouble. Bailey with a running knee in the corner. Bailey goes back to the top rope, and she's been in the match for more than 20 minutes now. Bailey hits a big elbow drop, but Mickie gets her foot on the ropes to break up the pin. Bailey can't believe it. Bailey keeps fighting and drops Mickie over the middle rope. Mickie blocks Bailey belly, suplex by grabbing her hair. Bailey runs into an elbow in the corner. Bailey sends Mickie to the apron, but Mickie kicks the leg out. Bailey follows face first into the turnbuckle. Mickie comes back and hits her DDT for the pin. The Mickie DDT. And Bailey has been eliminated. Music hits and Ember Moon was out next. From the back, I guess they went back to the back. Mickie catches Moon with a drop kick. As soon as she comes in, Mickie works Moon around, but Moon fights back. Moon with an arm drag and a leg sweep. Mickie dodges a drop kick in what looks like a botch spot. Mickie gets a 2 count, more back and forth. Moon with a close 2 count. Mickie goes forward to regroup. Moon slides out, but out of the way and misses a move. They come back up, and Moon fights in from the apron. Mickie goes for a power bomb to the floor, from the apron, but Moon resists. Mickie drops Moon with a punch. Moon falls out to the floor as we go back to commercial. Back for the break. Mickie keeps control as Rousey watches from backstage. Mickie with a 2 count. Mickie ends up going to the top, but Moon catches her with a knee on the way down, stunning Mickie. Moon goes to the top and hits the Eclipse for the win. Mickie has been eliminated. Natalya runs down next, and they go at it. Moon drops Natalya for a 2 count in the middle of the ring. Moon keeps Natalya grounded. Moon with more offense and a suplex. Moon charges, but Natalya hits a big discus clothesline for a 2 count. Natalya applies a sharpshooter. Moon resists and rolls Natalya up for a 2 count. Natalya rolls Moon up for the pin. Moon has been eliminated. Music hits, out comes the Riot Squad. All 3 members, Ruby with Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan, they stare Natalya down from ringside. Let's go back to the commercial. Back to the ring. Riot has Natalya down with body scissors. Natalya fights out as Liv and Logan look on from ringside. Natalya fights out, but Riot keeps her down in another hold. Natalya looks to mount offense. Riot drops Natalya with a shot to the gut. Riot takes it to the corner and beats Natalya down again. Natalya with a roll up for a 2 count. Riot comes right back with a closeout for a 2 count. Riot takes Natalya back to the mat and grounds her. Natalya with a takedown, but Riot rocks her for another 2 count. They finally pick up the pace as Natalya hits a few suplexes. Riot with an SEO out of the corner as Natalya misses a discus clothesline. Riot goes to the corner and drops an elbow from the second rope, but Natalya moved. Natalya rolls Riot up for the pin, and Riot has been eliminated. Music hits. Out comes Sasha Banks. Natalya meets her at the ropes, but Banks fights in front of the apron. Banks gets the upper hand and sends Natalya to the corner. Banks fights Natalya off and hits a double knees in the corner. Banks with a 2 count. Natalya rams Banks back into the corner. Banks rocks her and goes to the top, but misses on the way down. Natalya with a roll up for a 2 count. Banks counters a move and turns it into a DDT for a close 2 count back to commercial. More back and forth after commercial. Natalya levels Banks for a close 2 count. Natalya goes for a sharpshooter. Banks calls for the bottom rope, but Natalya drags her back in to the middle of the ring. Banks calls for the ropes again. Banks rolls out of a hole, sending Natalya neck first into the turnbuckles. Banks applies a single leg crab. Natalya looks for her bottom rope. Gets close to it, but Banks turns that into a bank statement. They tangle, and Banks gets the bank statement locked in. Banks pulls back on the hole as Natalya tries to get out. Natalya rolls through and stands up with Banks. Banks gets out, but Natalya nails a German suplex. More back and forth in the corner now. Banks goes up and hits a Meteora. But Natalya kicks out just in time. Natalya blocks an attack from behind. Natalya avoids the bank statement. Natalya blocks a DDT and slams Banks back to the mat face first. Natalya plays a sharpshooter in the middle of the ring. Banks taps out for the finish. Winner and new number contender, Natalya. Action match, Natalya stands tall as the music hits. She will get her title shot next Monday. Natalya checks on Banks as Raw Women's Champion Ronda Rousey comes marching to the ring. Natalya comes from behind from posing in the corner and sees Rousey standing there. Natalya raises Rousey's arm in the middle of the ring, and they hug. Rousey extends her hand for a shake, and some fans move. Natalya shakes. They hug again. Natalya stands tall as Rousey gives her a nod. They leave the ring together as Natalya's music hits. Rousey hits in the back while Natalya stands on the stage and looks out at the crowd. We're going to replays. The announcers hype Natalya versus Rousey for Christmas Eve. Raw goes off the air with an emotional Natalya standing on the stage and looking at her dad, the Anvil Neidhart. Fans who attended last night's Raw from the Golden One Center in Sacramento were treated to almost 6 hours worth of Red Brand TV as WWE taped the Christmas Eve edition of Raw after the live show ended. Correspondent noted that fans started to leave the arena as they didn't know of the extra tapings, which saw Seth Rollins take on Baron Corbin. Okay, thanks to Chip Wooden for the following spoilers from tonight's Golden One Center, Sacramento, California tapings. This will air next week on Christmas Eve, December 24th, 2018. Elias kicked off Christmas Eve edition of Raw with a Christmas song in the ring, and then knocks Bobby Lashley and Leo Rush in with a song. Christmas style, they interrupt, and it's time for the Miracle on 34th Street fight. Elias defeated Bobby Lashley in the Miracle on 34th Street fight. One of the highlights of the match was Elias busting open a present that had Legos in it. Elias backdropped Lashley onto the toys and shattered a violin over his back. Leo Rush received an eggnog bath after the match. Tag team champions Bobby Roode and Chad Gable retained over the Revival when Gable rolled Scott Dawson up for the pin. Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Ember Moon defeated Mickie James, Danny Brooke, and Alicia Fox. Riot Squad attacked Moon, Banks, and Bayley after the match. Finn Balor defeated Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler in a triple threat dance. Drew announced himself for the Royal Rumble in January in the pre-match promo. Balor won the match by pinning Ziggler. McIntyre came back into the ring for a post-match attack, but Ziggler connected with a zigzag before he could do anything. Paul Heyman came out for his celebrating with the holidays with Paul Heyman segment. He declared Universal Champion Brock Lesnar will defeat Braun Strowman at the Royal Rumble. Strowman interrupted, not wearing the sling on his arm anymore, and taunts Heyman, terrifying him. Braun placed a Santa hat on Heyman's head, taunts him a bit more, and promises to beat Lesnar for the title at the Rumble. Raw Women's Champion Ronda Rousey retained over Natalya. Rousey made Natalya tap out with the armbar. Heath Slater defeated Jinder Mahal by disqualification due to interference from the Singh brothers. Rhino came out dressed as Santa Claus to make the save for Slater. Rhino ends the segment with a gore to Jinder. And your main event saw Seth Rollins defeat Baron Corbin in the main event. Rollins won with a stomp. But they could do the matches out of the segment. Probably, my guess would be the Paul Heyman celebration to end Raw with the Santa hat. You know what I mean? That's just my prediction. Thanks again. Peace out. See you on me. If you don't know, just call me, brothers and sisters. Ooh, yeah. Dig it, brother.